As President Biden's son heads to the courtroom today, so will President Trump. He will be in court in New York, day 2 of his civil fraud trial kicking off, following hours of testimony that could deal a major blow to his business empire. A judge ruling last week the former president is liable for fraud, alleging that he manipulated asset valuations. He overvalued them for years to get tax breaks and a better rate for loans. Mr. Trump's business reputation is now under fire as he'll certainly continue campaigning as the leading frontrunner for the presidential nomination for the GOP party. As Dre Clark is with us and reporting now, the former president, very transparent on Monday. He considers this as part of the continued witch hunt by the Attorney General, Letitia James, and that this is a sham case, that this judge undervalued his properties.
Yeah, Adrienne, good morning. Donald Trump certainly not holding back in terms of how he feels about this trial, again, calling it a sham, and yesterday even calling for the presiding judge to be removed from the trial and investigated. Trump sat in the courtroom for nearly 7 hours yesterday listening to opening statements as well as testimony. One of his former accountants was called to testify by attorneys working for the New York State Attorney General. Meanwhile, inside the courtroom, at times, Trump would roll his eyes or just stare at the judge. But before the trial got underway, he did speak outside the courtroom, calling the trial a disgrace and the greatest witch hunt of all time.
There was no crime. The crime is against me.
Donald Trump was not required to be in the courtroom Monday, but the former president said he came to fight for his name and reputation.
This has to do with election interference, plain and simple. They're trying to damage me so that I don't do as well as I'm doing in the election.
Trump and his family's real estate empire now in serious jeopardy. Justice Arthur Engoron ruled last week that Trump lied about his net worth for years and that he, his sons, and other Trump company associates committed fraud by overvaluing properties like Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate and his New York City penthouse to get large bank loans. The judge could order Trump to pay millions of dollars in fines and take away control over some of the former president's most luxurious real estate properties in New York City.
It's a witch hunt. It's a disgrace. We have a corrupt attorney general in the state.
Sitting just feet behind Trump in the courtroom was the New York State Attorney General Letitia James, who's hoping the judge will make Trump pay a $250 million fine and block him from doing business in the state.
No matter how powerful you are, no matter how much money you think you may have, no one is above the law.
In opening statements, Trump's attorney said this: there was no illegality, no fraud, there were no victims. In sum, the Attorney General has no case.
And it may actually be weeks before former President Trump may be called to testify. This trial is expected to last at least well into December because the witness list is so long. Meanwhile, we are expecting Mr. Trump to be back here at court later this morning. Markie?
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.